All right, here we go. Bruce Nelson and Jimmy Gomez in the cage.
Bruce Nelson has about 600 fights under his belt.
I believe it's 612 to be exact. No, he told me this is his 67th pro fight.
That is no small amount of fights.
It is not. He's fought some notables, including Matt Hughes.
Do we know the outcome of that fight?
I'm going to give you one guess, that he probably did not win.
He was
that's
not impressed with his performance?
Not impressed with his performance, exactly.
All right. What do we know about Jimmy Gomez?
Jimmy Gomez. Jimmy tells me that his fighting base is striking, and he trains at the Cellar. Also told me he's a gold belt in jiu-jitsu.
I'm not familiar what a gold belt is, but I believe the Cellar is a pretty good gym to train out of, so he might have some ground game.
He may have. This is Jimmy the Outlaw Gomez.
The Outlaw. Let him bang, brah.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Jimmy hasn't fought in 2.5 years. He's had 3 surgeries.
I hate injuries.
Also told me he normally fights at 185.
And this is at 205 tonight, yeah?
It is.
Okay. Jeremy Ryder checking jock straps.
He's been checking them all night. God bless him.
All right. What do you think here? Is this going to go the distance?
You know,
Bruce has got a lot of experience.
If I had to guess, one way or another, this one's going to end up in a knockout or a TKO.
Bruce working the leg kicks already. Jimmy moving around. Great head movement. Hands up. He's firing, though.
We need a bigger monitor here.
I can't quite see into the cage over the size of this monitor. More leg kicks from Bruce. Now, is Bruce's game to take this to the ground? What do we know about Bruce Nelson?
You know,
he
pretty much told me
fights.
he's going to do whatever he can to get it to the ground. He does jiu-jitsu, but he has no belt ranking in jiu-jitsu.
So
he
like
trains
a
mostly
no-gi,
exactly.
More leg kicks.
Also told me he has 0 reach, so it doesn't do him much good to stand up.
Like a T-Rex?
5'9" he is.
That's
short and stout.
He's a big man though. Big, heavy, experienced man by the looks of it.
Jimmy looks pretty confident with his hands
Nice
hanging
body
at his
shot
waist the
that
whole
left
time.
from Jimmy, huh? He's throwing some bombs.
Putting it on him now.
Or front head just kind of spun out of that. Yeah. Bruce back to the leg kick.
Still working that thing.
This is a pro fight, correct?
This is.
Okay, good.
Jeremy Ryder right on top of the action here.
Oh, single leg takedown. Nice
There
job,
it is.
Bruce. Yep. Trying to pass to half there.
Ooh, dropping some elbows.
Let's see this gold belt shine, Jimmy. Start shrimping, move, do something, huh? You don't want to be underneath Bruce Nelson, I can assure you that.
I have to reckon he's fairly heavy in the top there.
That's a lot of weight and a lot of pressure to have on top of you.
Throwing some little side hammer fists there.
Kind of feeding him.
Jimmy's eating them.
Body, head. They look little, but I'm sure they hurt and will add up.
He looks content to stay there in full guard, too.
You don't think Bruce wants to improve his position?
Well, he looks fairly dominant in this position. I don't know why he'd want to move.
Well, you don't want to be in the guard of somebody. Maybe Jimmy's got a slick armbar or triangle he's working on here. He's got some head control and maybe his right arm trapped. I can't tell from this angle. If I could see over the monitor, we probably could. Jake Bauer's in the crowd tonight.
Oh, Jake. That's a handsome man you're talking about right there.
All right. Looks like Bruce is stacking him up here, maybe going to push a leg down or just pound against him against the cage there.
I reckon that's going to work for him. Jimmy not doing a whole lot to improve his position there.
Not a fun spot to be in.
He looks pretty frustrated.
He's got to get his feet on Bruce's hips and push and make some room, get up, scramble, do something. Not lay underneath Bruce. But that's easier said than done, that's for sure.
Jimmy's game plan was to try to finish this quick with a KO. I'm going to have to guess that that's out the window at this point.
Pretty tough to knock somebody out from the bottom position. But I'm sure it's been done before. I'd have to check with Mac Taylor and see, but.
Our statistician.
Is that how you pronounce that? That's the correct.
I'm going to go with it.
Let's roll with that. Body, body, body.
Jeremy Ryder right on top of the action here.
Seasoned ref for sure. Jeremy does a lot of fights throughout the state.
We actually have more ring girls than we do refs tonight.
1-1.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, I'm with, oh.
Hey.
Let's get back to the action here and not focus on the ring card girls so much. Jared.
Sorry.
Well, wish you could get a different camera angle here from the monitor. It's hard to see what's happening.
Less than a minute to go here.
Jimmy, I thought he was trying to trap that arm, but Bruce, I think, is hip to that trick and started posturing up maybe.
Jimmy looks content to eat these body shots until the round runs out, I believe.
Well, if he doesn't try to improve, it's going to get stopped. Jeremy's right on top of it, and that's a lot of damage he's taken. But it looks like it's going to go to the second. Maybe he'll get that KO he's after. I think we're going to find out.
That's the 10-second mark.
I heard it.
Just going to continue to soften up that rib cage and head into the second round.
All right, let's see what happens in round 2. Good show of sportsmanship there.
Good
Gotta
work
like to see
by
that.
Bruce. Dominant that entire round, pretty much the.
Not sure what Jeremy's doing over there, but here we go. Round 2. Jimmy looking to find a home for probably a big overhand left would be my guess.
He's going to need to start throwing them.
Bruce relentless with those leg kicks.
Very Tuma-esque.
Well, let's not get carried away. But they do add up, that's for sure. Ooh, did you hear that one? I didn't either. I just saw it, though, and it looked like it hurt. I would not want to get kicked by Bruce Nelson. Inside, outside. Just got to be doing some damage.
Bruce eating a couple of shots there. Good chin. Not really understanding Jimmy's check to those kicks by throwing a hand down there to block it instead of picking his knee up, but whatever works for him. Another kick.
Both legs now. Left, right.
Turning him, too.
Oh, got him.
Had to guess that was coming.
Tough move to finish right there, Jimmy, but arm and guillotine. I think Bruce is going to pop his head right out of there and be fine. But he's squeezing. Oh, there he goes. Burnt his arms a little bit, I'd imagine, squeezing on that.
Second burst, same as the first here with Bruce on top position.
Who's got that right arm trapped.
Dropping those 2-inch hammer fists on him. I like it.
If Jimmy could make some room and get his hips moving, he could shoot for a submission, but I don't see.
Ooh, a couple elbows there.
Those are adding up there.
Bit surprised to see Jeremy Ryder step in here. Jimmy trying to do a little bit of wrist control. Stop getting hit in the face.
Guy's doing a good job of slowing. There he goes, working for an arm bar. I think Bruce might be able to stack him up and defend this.
What's he got to do?
Oh.
Well,
Jimmy trying to mount. Oh, too bad. Leverage is not on his side right there. That was a good attempt, though.
I was about to ask you what he needed to do to improve that position. And
get out of it would be my answer.
Bruce pretty much answered it before I could.
There he goes, hopping to half guard. Pretty good top position for Bruce Nelson.
Very heavy.
I think that experience is starting to show through.
67 professional fights.
I'll say it again, that's no small number of fights. In case you didn't hear me the first time, but here we go. Bruce, and he could really go to side control. He just has to pop right over that leg. It doesn't look like he's taking some damage to that side. Really soften him up.
Jimmy didn't have cauliflower ear before this fight. He does now. He's wincing pretty good.
I don't know what happened there. Timed by Jeremy.
He might be complaining of a shot to the back of the head, but I call shenanigans.
Looked like it was to the listening hole.
Yep.
But got to go with the call of Jeremy Ryder, I guess. He's the third man in the octagon for a reason.
Here's a little replay. those look okay to me.
Yeah,
Right in the ear hole. Bruce looks like he's ready to go, though.
I think the fight's going in his direction for sure.
Definitely the busier fighter.
Jimmy looks like a tough dude, hard to put away though.
Yeah, no joke. One more look at those elbows.
That's
That
in the
looks
ear.
legal.
Yeah.
Possibly a little to the back of the head there, but it looks pretty good from where we're at. Not too sure what kind of vantage point Jeremy had from the other side there, so maybe he didn't really get to see it either.
I would imagine that hurts real bad.
By the look at Jimmy's face?
Yeah.
I'd say it hurt real bad.
Dr. Ryder checking it out. I think he's all right. This fight's going to continue.
He's touching the back of his head, too, and I don't really see where that elbow touched the back of his head. Maybe behind his ear, but not the back of his head. I think Jimmy needed a breather. This was his time to breathe.
Well, we'll see if it helps against him here shortly.
It can't hurt.
This is true. That cannot hurt. Unless it starts cooling him down and his muscles tighten up and gets an adrenaline dump.
Let's not get all scientific.
Well, sorry. What does he get here? 5 minutes? Is that?
I reckon that would be the time allowed. Mouthpiece is back in. Looks
right,
like maybe he's ready to go.
Let him bang, brah.
That's what he said.
Nice. You got to like to see that. Good sportsmanship.
Yep, I like it.
Again.
Here we go. 2 minutes left in round 2. I think Jimmy's got a lot to overcome here to get this round back.
That was a nice right. Going to the body.
Still working those kicks.
I have to imagine Bruce wants to get this back to the ground. He had a lot of success there. The entire fight. There he goes. Got a kick, single leg.
Right on cue there, Mr. Tuma.
Well, I think if Bruce could work his left arm, he'll get double underhooks here. And no, going for a double leg. Nice. Jimmy maybe looking to get another arm-in guillotine, but I don't think that's going to be there for him.
I don't think he knows what else to do to defend this takedown. It's happened
It's
3
coming.
times to him now, so.
Yeah, Bruce is
Pretty
fine
loose.
there. And out comes his head. No, still got it. There he goes. Tough guys.
Back against the cage, is he better off just to eat a few shots to try and get back up there? Use that cage and start walking up?
Looks like it's
I think
close
Bruce
to getting
just
stopped.
answered my question.
Yeah.
I'm
You're not
loading
going
a
anywhere,
flurry
Jimmy. Where's Jeremy Ryder? There he is. Good job, Jeremy.
Ooh.
Nice job stepping in. Jimmy took enough damage on that one.
Great finish there for Bruce Nelson.
So that puts him at
That would
611 wins.
That would put Bruce at 32, 33, 1-1.
That's awesome. Good job, Bruce Nelson.
Hats off to Jimmy Gomez there, too.
Oh, he'll be back for more. There's no
Great
denying
fight.
that. If you get a chance to talk to him, ask him about the ranking system. I'd like to know what a gold belt is.
I'm sure we'll end up talking to Jimmy again here soon. I will definitely bring that up.
Thank you. There it is, Bruce Nelson, your winner tonight. Good job.
Bruce Nelson's been fighting since 1998.
That's when you graduated high school.
Oh, I don't know.